What's up, friends and neighbors? Buddy Buck here, back with another episode of Community Connect right here on Duvall TV. Today's episode of Community Connect is brought to you by our friends Mike and Jody Carmona from Eastside Property Solutions. From full home remodels to repairs, upgrades, they're the trusted local general contractor getting it done right for you and Duvall, Washington. All right, I'm here with Cat Almanzar Hancock. So, Cat, for those that haven't had the privilege, like me, to be able to meet you, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you got cooking.
Sure. Hello, everyone. I'm Kat. I am a certified Hypno Breathwork facilitator, also sound bath energy healer, and founder of Pag Alala, which means to remember in Tagalog, a Filipino dialect.
Very cool. Very cool. Obviously, this feels like a passion of yours for quite a while, but like, how long have you been doing this?
So officially, it's been 2 years. But this journey started back in 2016. Pag Alala was born summer solstice. So it's been a couple years now.
That's awesome. Congrats. All right. So just to really kick this thing off right, I got to ask you a question. What is your favorite smell?
Favorite smell? Wow.
Favorite smell? Yes. Yeah. A little icebreaker here.
I would say lavender. There is something about lavender. Well, it makes me unwind and sleep good. So sleep is important. Having that smell just kind of calms my nervous system down. So that's my favorite smell.
Okay, cool. And was that like a core memory from like childhood or something, or just something recent, or do you know where that came from?
I grew up in the Philippines. I don't remember any lavender in the Philippines. I discovered it here in Washington State. So I have been going to lavender festivals pretty much every year. And just fell in love with the lavender smell, the lavender flower, the color. Purple is one of my favorite colors as well. And recently found out that there's various kinds of lavenders.
I love that. And I love that you said that purple is one of your favorite colors because, my wife and I went to the University of Washington. So go
You
dogs.
know,
Notice everybody, it wasn't crimson and gray for those Coug fans out there watching. I love ya. So tell us a little bit more about, like you said, the breath work and just like, I mean,
yeah.
for me, it's very like a new topic. So like, tell me as like the new person learning about what you do actually, like explain it to me.
Of course. Let me back up a little bit how this started. Again, I said 2016, right? So can you kind of get an idea how this came about? So 2016, I was in a back-to-back traumatic experience and fell in a 3-month coma and miraculously came back. So as you could probably see, the trajectory of my life changed since. And so I found out about breath work through a podcast and followed the breadcrumbs. So breath work, hypno breath work specifically is releasing the energetic patterns that you're currently storing. So we use our breath. I mean, we come into the earth, this world with our first breath, right? It is so powerful. And it's free. It's something that we already have, but through my breathwork session, basically I take them on a journey, depending on the person's, what they're going through. Typically, if it's a customized one-on-one, it's specific to what that person's going through. I also do events where it's a larger group of breath work, but part of that now is a activation. It is trademarked. I created my own modality called Activated Breathwork, and the activation piece is the action piece to activate you to do something after releasing whatever it is that you need to release. But I have other modalities as well, but my main core is Ka activation breath work.
So Ka activation, you said like that's your trademark, like you created that
Yes.
work, right? That's very, very cool.
Yeah.
Is it like cousins of like a yogi, yoga, or like some of those, or
Yes.
is that like completely just like a different planet, or, are you guys like friends?
It's completely a different modality. Just like I've been in yoga studios as well. That's where pretty much a lot of my work has been. So as far as yoga, it is your inner being as well that you're taking care of. It's just a different way. Meditation is part of the practice as well, so I incorporate that through the journeys. There's similarities, but it's a different technique.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. So is this something that like you practice on the daily, or is this a lifestyle basically for you? It's like just who you are like on a daily basis?
Yes, and thank you for actually specifically honing on that. That is what I want to share with others. You could do all the practices in the world, but if you're not embodying that,
Mm.
it's just really surface. So when you go on a journey with me, that is the one thing that I really hone in on is it's your remembrance, your awakening, releasing, and then the embodiment part is I would say the most important piece. Because at the end of the day, we can do all the breath work that we want. The embodying part's the most important piece. And that's what we're giving to the world.
Yeah, no, that's very cool. Well, I know like with, creating a new habit, it's 21 days in a row or,
Yeah,
a measurement of like that pattern of 21. I imagine over time, it just like, you just who you become, right? It's like really leaning into
exactly.
that. Cool. Is there anything else specifically like that you have coming up, like in the near future that you want to like talk about or something, an event maybe, or something people should like really zone in on if they want to try this?
Yeah. So I actually have a studio now. So you can work with me virtually as well as in person.
Cool.
There is, yes, a studio about 4 blocks from Main Street on Virginia Street. So happy for you to experience any of my modalities, whether that's sound bath, hypno breath work, the car activation. And I am giving away a 15% off to the community. So, I'll share more information on where to find me. But yeah, 15% off using the code DTV, all caps, DTB15. And you get to experience any of these practices for 15% off all the way till the end of April. So happy to give
That's
that away.
awesome. That's really,
Yeah.
really cool. Well, yeah, thanks for doing that and offering it to the listeners. So the promo code is DTV15, and we'll talk about the platforms here in just a second. But so Duval, so do you live in Duval currently, or you just work in Duval?
No, I live here now. My husband and I moved here last fall, and it's been an amazing transition. And I've met so many people in the community already, including you, of course. And I'm really been feeling the pull to settle down here, and so is my husband. So we feel like we found the right place.
Yes. I'm gonna say you did. Yes, for sure. Well, no, it was cool because yeah, we did just get to meet over the last couple of months. You
Mhm.
watched the live episode that we did, the holiday episode, and you were a
Yeah.
winner for Carol Park at Pickle Time. So, did
Yes.
you already go cash in your Pickle Time gift card?
I did, I think a week after I
Yeah,
received the gift card, and actually, met her and let her know I'm the winner, so that was great.
that's cool. So you got to actually talk to Carol, the owner. Yeah, she's great. Yeah, super awesome. We're gonna have her on a future episode as well. We've already talked about it a little bit. Okay,
Nice.
so as far as Duval, right? So my career is a real estate agent, and so when
Mhm.
I found Duval about 7.5, 8 years ago now, well, I say I found it. My wife, she did a softball clinic at Big Rock Fields, and then I ended up being like, okay, sure, let's look at a house in this place called Duval. Saw one house and bought it. And like you really started to just fall in love, and here we are, like, doing all the things, and
Mhm.
just this community is incredible, right? And so for you, if you were talking to somebody new, let's say it's a prospective buyer, like, one of my future clients potentially, and they were like,
Yeah.
hey, they're learning about Duval. What are some of your favorite things? So if we call it a day in Duval, so,
Mhm.
something I'm going to be doing with a couple other local businesses, we're going to do this thing called I Did It. So it's DID, Day in Duval. And so what would be like one of your favorite Day in Duval's, Cat?
Sure. I actually, every Sunday now, my husband loves the, biscuit, so breakfast biscuit at, Grateful Bread. So
Okay.
it's a must. So that's our Sunday morning breakfast. And then of course I would say probably every other week we like meat. So barbecue, Amarillo barbecue. That's
Yeah.
something that we typically will get. And then so my husband and I just celebrated our 6-year wedding anniversary, and our second time at Flavor Bistro. So
Ooh, yes.
we went there last month just to celebrate the new year, and then February for our anniversary. And next month's my birthday. And I said, let's make this our monthly place. So we're going there next month.
The Flavor Bistro?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, awesome. Clive Gomez, the chef. He's the owner, chef. He's friend of the show, to me. Like, he's awesome. Like, what a community guy too. So what do you get at Flavor? For those that don't know,
Oh my
Flavor
gosh.
Bistro's like really like high end, like Caribbean, like vibe. They have like Taco Tuesday as well. So they have this really cool like mix. But what do you get?
So I had a halibut this past weekend. My husband had the jambalaya, and we also got crab cakes. And then last month, can't remember now what we ordered a lot. That's what we tend to
No
do.
shame. We're trying it all.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah,
Yes.
let's get it.
So I would say food wise, yeah, this is you can't go wrong. There's something for everyone. I already had an ice cream as well. And I met a few people at Corey's Cafe. So yes, we just moved here last September, but I'm slowly going in different places.
Yeah, very cool.
Everything is close, so I don't need to go anywhere far. It's just, I love that. And then the people as well is, I would say the people that I meet has been the highlight of moving here, my neighbors as well. So it's great to be
Yeah.
around, and that's something that I've been longing for.
That's so cool. Yeah, plug in, right? Like, just to the people that are like, at home or maybe thinking about moving here or just really haven't like branched out, like come on
Yeah.
out. There's so many awesome events, right? Like you can just
Right.
plug into. I know we just recorded an episode of DTV, and it's like just the events that now people are just submitting
Yes.
to the livinginduval.com website. Like there's so much to do. It's like just pick one. Like, find your favorite thing and just go for it. You know what I mean? And see how cool this town really is. Yeah, totally agree. All right. So, platforms. We talked about, a little bit of social media stuff before we got started, but what are like some of your favorite platforms? I know we met technically through like YouTube from Duvall TV, but I know you're on Instagram. But what are some of your favorite platforms, and where do you really like to consume the DTV content?
I would say would be YouTube. Yes. I love Instagram. There's something about the video because you really see the essence of the movement, how people speak. You see the people, how they're interacting. Yeah, you get that. I'm an energy person, so I can feel the vibe and the energy when I'm watching the video.
Totally. Okay, cool. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll bring this in for landing. We're going to put you in the hot seat. Okay. So I'm going to ask you rapid fire. So series of questions just to bring this home. And then you just pick one and we'll just keep rolling. Okay. So
Okay.
Are you ready? Kat, are
Yeah.
you ready? Okay.
I'm ready.
Here we go. All right. Sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise.
Tacos or pizza?
Tacos.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
YouTube or Instagram? I know the answer.
YouTube.
Let's see. So new construction home or vintage character?
Vintage character.
Okay. River float or mountain bike?
Mountain bike.
Okay. Early bird or night owl?
Early bird.
Texting or phone call?
Texting.
Okay. Last one. Are you cooking at home or are you going to dinner on Main Street?
Going to dinner on Main Street.
There we go. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
All right, Kat, thanks so much for coming on. So where can everybody find you?
Yes, you can find me on Instagram. My handle is led by Pag Alala. That's LEDBYPAGLALA. Or you can go straight to my website, which is PAG-
Awesome. Thanks so much, Kat, for being on the show. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Community Connect, where tractors meet technology, small town, real life. Buddy Buck. Peace.